Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld War Let's Play. So I've gone ahead and I've got these embrasures set up between episodes. So we're going to set up firing lines behind these for when we crack this open. As I mentioned before, I'm going to have maybe a sniper back here just to you know, provide some flanking fire, but for the most part we're going to line everybody up on these. Our away team is on their way back. Actually, in fact, they're basically here. So we will be able to have them help out. Obviously they have the better guns and we'll want to use those to deal with this. That said, I don't think we're gonna have room for anything super heavy, so I think we'll just have people line up. I don't think we're gonna bring any static weapons. The only thing we can really move is the M2 machine guns anyways. These are basically rooted to the ground, and if we deconstruct them, it's going to be pretty expensive to rebuild them, so I figure it's probably not worth it. So let's get things rolling here. We also have an exotic goods trader that Murgo is going to go make contact with. Let's see. So it was Dorth Solutions, and it looks like our caravan has arrived. Let's go ahead and draft that and drive it on back here. I have all of the Tau weapons and corpses that were on the ground there, plus all the food. Basically, I just took everything on that map that wasn't stone chunks. So we are going to have a lot of Tau meat. So let's see, chem fuel, medicine, let's just drop it all. And we'll let them sort it out. I am going to have to unforbid all of this stuff though. Actually, not all of it. Just the pemmican from the looks of it, but it will not let me do that right now, at least not all of them at once, so I'll have to do them one by one, which is unfortunate. And I'm gonna have to make sure that they make it back into the freezer. That's medicine. I don't care about the medicine. Nope, I need to, there we go. Pemmican, and okay, hopefully that's all of it. Alright, so exotic goods trader, what do they have? What do they have? Neutromine, glitter world medicine. Ooh, it's actually a fairly good price too. We haven't really been using it though. We have APC parts. I can make those fairly inexpensively. Cannon shells. Oh, those are mine. Never mind. Let's see. I can sell a Persona Core for a pretty good amount, and I might go ahead and do that because I have one coming back right now. In fact, they should have unloaded it. So I'm going to go ahead and sell that. And let's see. Stolen Gene Seed. They have... Oh, those are ours. My bad. Those are ours. Those are the ones that we cheated in. So... yeah, no Gene Seed. What a shame. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here. Hydraulic jaw, power arm, bionic arm. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, so we'll let them kind of get settled in, but I'd like to deal with this soon. Maybe we'll do it in the morning because it is a bit early, or excuse me, a bit late. It looks like we got that cleared good. There's still a little bit of room in here if need be. So I think we'll just have to wait. Yeah, I think we'll wait until morning to do that. Hopefully it's nothing too nasty, but you know, we won't know until we crack it open and find out. Let's see. I can't see what's happening here. What are you up to? Oh, you're making the prosthetic foot for the that order we got. I completely forgot about that, so I'm glad that somebody's working on it, because I would not have remembered to check in. Let's see. There's that Gene Seed. And I should give somebody that bolter. You know what, Daniel? It was for you anyways. At least down the line it would have been. I don't know how effectively he'll be able to wield it, but I'd like to at least try. So whenever he's done with whatever he's doing, I'd like him to pick that up in favor of his assault rifle. And we'll let him use it on this, what do you call it, psychic ship, which hopefully isn't too nasty. The last time we had to deal with one of these, it was pretty much a grab bag of every lethal enemy you could think of. There was Mechanicus in there was Necrons in there, and I believe there was Mechanoids too. Pretty much anything mechanical that can kill you was inside that. And unfortunately for us, it did kill one of our colonists. So we can only hope that that won't be the case here. I'm going to forbid this before people start having it for snacks. I feel like we are missing some, but there's not a lot I can do about that. And we have a pretty good reserve of it, so I'm not that concerned if it does get eaten. I hate for it to be wasted like that. There's our adamantium reading table. I need to unforbid it so that they'll actually place it. Forgot to do that. It's also getting quite warm in here. No, never mind. Where did I see it was 39 degrees indoors? Oh, down here. Right. It's not ventilated. That's the problem. Because this is essentially an exterior space. You know, it is walled off, partially roofed and lit, but this is open over the mortars. And so that's all an interior. This doesn't have any AC in it. And so the main base is actually quite comfortable at 25 degrees. How are the prisoners doing? 27, so it's a little warmer in there. They are in their own cooling system after all. And part of the reason I did that is so, you know, if there was problems in there, I can adjust the temperature. And I don't know that we'd ever get it cold enough to, like, give them hypothermia and knock them out, but I could potentially turn it off and let it heat up in there if I needed to, but I don't think I would do that. Why are people in the wrong beds? This is... Where's Zima? Zima and Bragg's bed. This is Remy and Zarena. Where are you guys? There you are. And then that just leaves Ren, and I don't recall where Ren's bed was. But we can always give her one over here. It's obviously not over here. She's sleeping in Daniel's bed. You guys aren't a thing, are you? Oh, apparently they are. Okay. Well, that makes things easier then, doesn't it? Yeah, so she is with Daniel. I thought her bed was over here. Yeah, this is her bed here. So I'm going to move them over to this side, just so I don't forget. So Daniel and Ren. And I don't know why I don't trust that. I'm going to look at it from the other end just to make sure I'm not accidentally pairing them up when they're not. So yeah, Lover, Daniel. Okay, perfect. So that's your new bed. That was Ren's old bed, but I want to fill up that area first before I fill in this area, because this is already partially empty. Yeah, we still have these three down here, and now that one. So we got 4 slots. I really, really doubt we're going to be seeing any new characters in this playthrough. Larry, I caught you, you bastard. Get out of there. Oh, it won't let me select stuff. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, forbid. Forbid. Is there anything under that? It doesn't look like it. Get back out of there and... No, come on, man. Go eat the regular food. Yeah, there you go. You had a simple meal on you, you bastard. Okay. And finish those prosthetic feet while you're at it. So it is midnight. Let's speed things up a little bit more, just so that we can definitely fit this psychic ship in today. So, I've been thinking more about the next playthrough, and it was funny, we were discussing the Rimhammer mod in the last video, and one of the mod authors for that mod actually contacted me in the comments of that video, and we were talking about it, and he let me know that they are probably going to put out a fairly large patch or update to the mod soon. And so I will definitely not be starting a new playthrough before that happens. What I'll probably do is wait for the big patch, go ahead and install the mod following that. I'll probably make some minor tweaks just to customize things, because that's, you know, always what I end up doing. And for the idea, I think I'm going to go with what they have is a really good start, but they have some really cool armors I'd like to kind of kit bash, for lack of a better word, to make even more, so that we can have some better character diversity, I guess. And so the idea, at least for our first Warhammer 40k playthrough, so I don't want to give the impression that like this is the only one we're going to do, but I don't think we're ever going to get to see Space Marines in this playthrough. It's just not working out. And so one idea that we had, and a lot of people kind of contributed little additional bits to it, was like a Blood Ravens or a Space Marine Fortress Monastery. And I, of course, love the Blood Ravens. My tabletop army is Blood Ravens, so obviously I'm going to go with Blood Ravens. We are going to start with a couple of Space Marines. Reyna is puking her guts out in Murgo's doorway, and apparently over here too. So we're going to start with a few Blood Raven Space Marines, I think, and try to establish a Fortress Monastery. We are going to have very lore-friendly recruiting, or at least try to implement something like that. So maybe having prisoners like fight to the death, and whichever ones survive get to become Marines. Or, you know, we'll let them beat each other to an extent. The winners get to be Marines, and the losers get to be like, what do you call it? Chapter serfs? So they can just be regular people in like robes that run around and, you know, do all the busy work for us. So that's sort of the idea I was thinking, and I might try to bring in some characters from like Dawn of War 2 as our starting characters. So that's at least, I think, the first idea. Then I also would like to eventually do the Adeptus Mechanicus one I talked about, but that's going to require a lot of work on somebody's part, because as far as I'm aware, there is no, I don't know why I'm doing it like that. There's no Adeptus Mechanicus stuff in the RimHammer mod right now. So either I would need to create that stuff myself, which is something I had discussed before, or I have to wait until RimHammer finally incorporates that. And I don't know when that'll be. So that's a playthrough I'd like to do, but one that probably won't happen for a while, just based on those limitations. Oh, I guess we don't have Reyna for this one. I'll bring Lax as well. You're not doing anything, so you may as well come. Daniel, we want to try that new bolter. Definitely going to bring Ren. I think Ren's going to be our sniper back there. You probably shouldn't be fighting. You're not well armored, so I'll leave you and I'll bring you. Okay, so everybody's going to run on over here. We're going to have firing line on this side, firing line on that side. I'll probably leave a melee character on each edge just in case they try to rush us. And Ren will be set up here. If they try to go after her, I'll have her retreat to the doors there. Cargo pods. What do we get? Bunch of kibble. Okay. Let our animals eat that. Speaking of animals, I think I'm going to get all of them indoors. Do I need to? I think you're the only animal in this area, right? Nah, I probably won't bother then. As long as the fight doesn't spill out well beyond this area. Oh, there's power weapons. We have other stuff queued up, at least I thought so. Yeah, at least a few, so we'll let that just continue on. Bragg over here. Daniel, I want you over there with your bolter. Tigress, go over there. Let's see, I want like every other space occupied. We can't be too close because obviously AoE weapons could demolish us. You should be there. Let's put you over one. Virya, go here. Clinton, get on up there. Cashin, get on up there. Zarena. Okay, I'll send Jackal too because we don't need two Webbers on the same side. Unfortunately, that's going to create some problems for us. Let's see. Gorilla, go on that edge. Garvel, go here. Mirage, go there. Lazarus, go here. Lax, I think I'll put you there as well. Yeah, something like that. I guess I'll let you guys be adjacent since there's not a whole lot I can do about that. And then let's put you two over here somewhere. This is still probably too close together, but I don't know that I can help that. I'm going to move you over there, actually, and put Larry here. And yeah, we need to spread out. I can put some people over here, I guess. So Skinner and Tigress go over there. Jackal, you can go too, because your Weber will slow them down. Remy, scoot over. Why won't it let me click now? Great. God damn it. Right. I can't give orders. Okay, then I guess we're just going to have to do this, because I can't issue commands now. I don't know what happened there, but something went wrong. Okay, so I guess Vuria, you can kick this off. Will it let me issue that order? No. Come on, what is happening right now? I can't select anything. Oh my god. Okay, so luckily there was an autosave not too far back, and I was able to just pick up from there and get everybody into position. And so we're about ready to do this. Obviously, we're kind of on our last legs with this playthrough. It's not going to make it too much longer, so it's a good thing that we're going to be moving on to 1.0 soon. Hopefully we can get a few more episodes out of this in the meantime, though. So, let's see. Who wants to take the first shot here? Uh-oh, it's being weird again. Can I get you to fire there? Or did I just break it again? I just broke it again. God damn it. I don't know how I'm going to get them to attack this. I honestly don't. Because every time I try to issue an order, it just freezes on me. And I don't know why it's doing that. I honestly do not. I can't unpause it either, so I guess let's try this again. Okay. Set back up. I got everybody lined up and then saved, so if I need to do this again, at least I don't have to redo everything. I brought less people this time. I'm wondering if having so many people drafted is what was causing the issue. So, let's have, I don't know, Havel fire at that. And I'm not going to do it this way, and let's see what happens. Okay, boom. Looks like we got some Necrons, some Mechanicus, and some Mechanoids. Alright, it could be worse. Could definitely be worse. So we're going to start firing immediately. Havel, do me a favor and just start shooting at anything. I don't need you firing at that right now. Okay. So I wish there was like a lower speed that we could be playing this on, but here we are. Okay, so the bolters are just raining hell on them right now. And it looks like the net guns are actually doing some work for us too. Ren's taking some fire, but it looks like the left flank is getting the most of it. And we are pretty much through the bulk of their Skitarii forces. A volley of bolters just rained death on them over there, and it looks like this mechanic, or this, Scyther is the only thing left, and there we go. That is the end of them. Alright, you guys need to be treated. They didn't even test our melee fighters at all. I had them on the flanks in case, you know, they tried to rush us, but they kind of just lined up here. Murgo, how you doing? Just Gauss wounds, so nothing too bad there. Go ahead and go get yourself treated. Daniel got hit from a macro stubber, so one of the tech priests probably. Remy, not too bad there, and a lot of shots from the radium carbine. You'll probably see your radiation poisoning go up before you're out of there, but go ahead and be on your way. Let's go ahead and unforbid those, as well as any meals that they have, and any weapons. We can definitely sell those. Let's see. We'll have to get all of that Unforbidden as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't do all of them at once. What do we have there? Some Go Juice, some meals, Dead Scyther. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pull anything off of that one, unfortunately. This one is also dead. Apparently it just died because there's still an exclamation point coming off of it. And down here, we have a not quite dead Tech Priest. So I'm going to let the melee characters clean this up, I think. They'll be a little bit more effective with some Mechanicus on Mechanicus action right there. Garvel, go ahead and melee him to death, please. Mirage, get on up here. Finish that thing off. Gorilla, take your pick. One of these guys is still alive. There we go. And then Larry. Is that it? Right. If you have a ranged weapon, feel free to go on home. I didn't really get to see the firepower from Daniel's gun. Obviously, he was firing it, though. And you guys are welcome to go back to whatever you were doing. Oh, Tigers too. Off you go. And Ren, you as well. So we'll get that cleaned up. I probably shouldn't have let them go too far, because I do need, you know, I'll call you two back for this. I do need somebody to destroy the actual thing here. And so, could you come over here and do it? Because I'm going to have them shoot it with bolters. Get on in there. Larry, do whatever you want. You're hitting him still? Okay, Mirage, if you don't mind. Okay, just go back to whatever you're doing then. Zima, I need you to... Oh boy, I can't select that. That's not good. Not a good sign. I'm starting not to be able to select things again. Were you attacking this? Can you two shoot at that, please? Try not to... This could be a terrible idea. As long as they keep the explosions on this side, I think we'll be okay. Perfect. Yeah, that tore through it. Gotta love those bolters. Alright. So you guys are all welcome to get back to whatever you're doing. Get that stuff hauled inside, please. So that went extremely well, at least from a gameplay perspective. Obviously from a technical perspective, this playthrough is very quickly dying on me. So obviously we'll need to be moving on soon, as I already discussed, and we kind of already have plans lined up. So, as I mentioned, the Space Marine Fortress Monastery playthrough, Mechanicus, and then I had also discussed an Inquisition one as well, where we might see some characters from this playthrough returning. That, again, is going to require some modding on my part, so I don't know if or when that'll happen, but it is something I would like to try. And then the Star Wars playthrough is already lined up. I think you guys will really enjoy that one. And then the other one I discussed was the Jurassic Park idea. That one seems to be pretty popular, so I'm glad. That is probably going to round out the RimWorld playthroughs that we start with on 1.0. I don't know if I addressed it in this particular Let's Play. I may have discussed it in the comments, and I'm pretty sure I discussed it in the last RimWorld War, the World War I playthrough that we're doing, alongside this one. But I like to have 3 RimWorld playthroughs going at a time. One on Monday, Thursday, one on Tuesday, Friday, and one on Wednesday and Sunday. That way I have RimWorld going basically every day, but we have a little bit of variety as to what we're actually doing in the game. And then I usually try to do 2 videos per day, so one RimWorld and then one something else, whether it be like Total War, or Mountain Blade Warband, or Crusader Kings, which we're doing right now. That's sort of the schedule I've been trying to keep up, and then because of a lot of the other stuff I have going on lately, that's kind of fallen through down to about 1 video, maybe 2 if we're lucky per day. And I've been kind of out of ideas as to what outside of RimWorld to play on the channel. And I even tried a FIFA video just to see if people would be interested in that. Unfortunately, it didn't really get any views. The people who actually watched that video seemed to really like the idea I had, but unfortunately, if only 100 people are even going to bother to check it out, fewer than that are going to stick around for a Let's Play. So, as much as I'd like to do that, it just didn't seem very practical. And I don't know a ton about soccer anyways, so there's only so much I could do with a FIFA playthrough. Although I did pick up Madden for PC, only because I was able to get it for a steep discount. But I guess we could try that. I did play a lot of football in my life, I guess. I don't know what word I was searching for there, but I have played many years of American football, so there is quite a bit I could talk about in that regard. But we're playing RimWorld right now, so let's focus on that. We got out of there pretty easy. I feel like the last psychic ship was much worse. That is the last of our... Not bionic feet, right? We don't need bionic feet, we just need... Oh, I forgot. I had to reload the game, so I'm gonna have to regenerate this. Anyways, we had an order for... I want to say prosthetic feet, but I need to check. Also, I don't remember where it was. Here we go. Requesting 3 simple prosthetic feet, and the reward is Carapace armor. So, Carapace armor is the Casterkin armor that, you know, Bragg and Zima are wearing. It's just the armor though, not the helmet, but still, that's an upgrade for somebody. And it said we had 9.2 days to do that. When we checked last time, I recall it not being very far away. Yeah, about a day. So, we'll give them some time to rest, and then we'll put together another away team to do that. It'll probably be the same team we always send, but I don't think we'll be running into anything hostile this time. It should just be take it on over there, deliver it, and bring it on back. Oh, there's roofs on these. I don't think we'll be in trouble there, unless they end up standing underneath this or something. It should be okay. I don't know why they built roofs on that. I guess just because it's a wall. That makes sense, I suppose, but obviously that wasn't very ideal, and I'm going to get notified every time now. Okay. Oh, wow, that is very full. I don't know why, but that seems like it covers way more area than this. Yeah, so where did all this come from then? It must have been piled up elsewhere. But we had this full. I moved it to there. But this is only... I'd have to measure it, but I feel like this is probably the same across as that. And then obviously this is the same dimensions, and yet we have like more than double, and we still managed to fill every single spot. So many resources. That's one thing that we've never really lacked in this playthrough, and I want to contribute that to, well, A, the quarry mod, but B, this map has been really good to us. Oh, Daniel, are you working through your injuries? I guess that's fine. Who's infected? Haro. How did you get infected? Like, that is damn good treatment right there. 100% quality and still got an infection. You're making Neutromine. Halleck, can you deal with that real quick? Oh, sorry, Murgo. I didn't realize you were right there. You should be resting, though. I don't know how I missed her doing that, but she would have been fine to do it. She's a pretty good doctor, although Halleck is better. Not that it matters. Let's get rid of all that. And are we all clean over there? I could have just left them, but I didn't see any point. Yeah, I don't think there's any real need to leave them or any benefit to it. At least we get some of the resources back. Not that we needed those either. But, you know, waste not, want not. Anyways, yeah. Materials have never really been a problem in this playthrough. Other than, like, wood. We've always had kind of a hard time with wood, even though we've apparently had a bunch for a while, and I've just kind of neglected to get on that. Anyway. That is something that we, you know, always sort of struggled with in all of our playthroughs, and for whatever reason in this one, resources were just never really a problem. And that's, you know, pretty nice. We got very lucky. I mean, the desert map was a pain for a lot of reasons, but we always had what we needed. It just, we also often had, you know, really annoying heat waves and things of that nature that were not fun. I think I'm putting these backwards, but they're closer to the wall, so I'm fine with that. Or maybe I'm not, I don't know. But let's drop all those in. So these rooms will be a little bit nicer. I don't think animal beds are necessary. And are we done? It looks like we're done. Yeah. Now they're just grabbing the stuff, and Elerana is cleaning on up. There's still a bit of roof there, I think. I don't know. And then Daniel is on the verge of breaking. What is wrong with you, Daniel? Seen too many corpses? Okay. He's already healed up. That heat wave... Oh, the heat wave's gone. I didn't catch when it ended, but heat wave's gone. He obviously is not going to do particularly well just because of his clothing. The flak armor and stuff actually gives them some heat resistance, whereas what he's wearing doesn't. So that's why he's so upset. Tigress is eating in Jackal's room for no apparent reason. And this quarry just continues to spew out chunks. I don't know why. I don't understand why that's happening. Are we cutting chunks? Granite. There's plenty of granite, so I don't know why nobody's doing that. Somebody should be cutting granite blocks at all times. Let's look at our prisoners. Sira is set to 1 on smithing. That's because Sira is supposed to be making components. And apparently nobody else is crafting. I think the person who was doing it died. I believe they were the prisoner that ended up dying. I'm going to switch this because I need these cut more than I need components. I have 264 components right now. So, yeah, I'm fine with production on that slowing down a bit. Especially since at 19 crafting, he is going to tear through those chunks. It should be very, very fast. Okay. I'm a bit disappointed that we won't get to fully realize our ideas in this playthrough. Obviously, none of our Beta 18 playthroughs really... We never got to see them all the way through just because, you know, we were on borrowed time for a lot of them. We wanted to turn this into like a fortress monastery itself, or at least a small one, and put Space Marines in here. We wanted to make a temple down here that never really materialized. And these rooms never really found a purpose. I think we built the base bigger than it needed to be. I think that's part of it, is, you know, we could have gotten by with a much smaller area than we ended up going for. Probably this little L-shaped bit right here was enough. This right here wasn't ever really necessary. This wasn't necessary at all. And, I mean, this was nice to have, but we haven't really used the mortars very often. So I don't know that that's really necessary, and we haven't used any of the storage down there. And then other than this one sarcophagus with Graith in it, Graith was the one that died, the previous psychic ship, one of our snipers. Other than her sarcophagus, this hasn't really served any purpose either. Although again, we did intend for it to be like a shrine to the Emperor, but that never panned out. So yeah, kind of a shame that we were never able to make that happen. Oh, I didn't realize we were paused. Whoops. So, I'm not sure where we're going to be at time-wise. I've had to restart this recording like 3 different times now, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and hopefully it ends up being at least 25 minutes or so. And feel free to keep throwing ideas at me for future playthroughs, because we've sort of figured out 3 to start with, but that doesn't mean that those are going to run forever, or that we're even going to survive very far into them. So obviously I'll need backup plans, and then I had some people submitting names on this playthrough as well. I don't need names right now because I don't think we're ever going to see new... Who's starving? That was weird. I don't think we're going to have any new character additions. All of our prisoners are permanent prisoners. We're not trying to recruit them. And unless somebody falls out of the sky and joins us, which actually can happen in this game, we probably won't be having any new recruits. So I appreciate names. Don't need them right now. When we start the new playthroughs, I will definitely need them. So come up with some ideas for that and hold on to them. And then when we get going in 1.0, I'd like to see them in the comments. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.